This is the NEM 2014 interview session. I'm very glad that I've got Pete Smith with me, Managing Director of Antenna International, responsible for TV and film distribution. Thank you for coming, Pete. Thank you for joining us. Let's say numbers are impressive. 44% growth in Japan, Russia growing from 5 to 100 millions. What's about Eastern Europe? Can you repeat that numbers here?
You know, I think we've seen, in terms of distribution growth, I think we've seen an incredible phenomena in the region with what's happened with Turkish content. It would be very exciting to see us pull off exactly the same with Serbian, Slovenian, Greek, or for that matter, Croatian content. Now, we don't have plans in place currently to do that, but I think what we've seen the Turks pull off over the last 10, 15 years has been very exciting, gives us a real opportunity and gives us a real roadmap for the rest of us to look to, and I think there's tremendous opportunities. It's great seeing how far that Turkish content's now getting right the way, you know, obviously it's gone through our region and to the east, it's now sort of travelling into the west. It's an exciting time for content and distribution, so I think there's a real opportunity for us as producers.
The panel just finished and you talk about the international producers and local and international content. So is it challenging to have a local content which is really succeeded in a local region, and then in the same time having the content which is desirable for international viewers? How could you cross that, you know, interesting to be succeeding in the locals and at the same time on the international level?
Good question. I mean, ideally, you really want content that works locally primarily. That's your first goal. If you then find it travels, that's a wonderful benefit. But and ideally you do both. But your primary goal as a commissioner or as a broadcaster is making content that really is relevant to the marketplace, and then secondarily, you know, trying to drive your distribution revenues.
What do you think, what's going to be cross-examined between that local, you know, run between the SVOD and linear platforms and traditional TVs?
You are right, there's these new platforms emerging like Netflix, Amazon and so on, and this is an interesting opportunity for us. On the one hand, they are new customers buying our content and producing content now, which is exciting. There are also new competitors, and so we've got an interesting situation that we're in with them. Overall, I think for us, particularly in this region of Eastern Europe, I think it'll be some time before these platforms, I believe, get here, and in the meantime I think there's real opportunity for local producers and local broadcasters to put together their own platforms that are equally entertaining for the customer. But I don't think we should hang around waiting for them to arrive. I think we should just get on with it ourselves now.
Thank you very much for coming. Just a quick question in the ending. What did you find like really desirable content on the film and TV industry in the next like few weeks? Anything really particularly interesting for you as a viewer?
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy the World Cup, and I'm hoping England don't come home after a couple of weeks, so I hope they can get a bit further. So I'm going to enjoy the World Cup, the end of Game of Thrones, and that's probably it at the moment, at this point in time. They're the two sort of highlights over the next few weeks for me.
Thank you very much.
No
Pete
problem.
Smith, Managing Director, Antenna International, responding for TV and film distribution. Thank you very much.
No problem.